Question 27 and the last question on the EOC practice test for Math 3. The test scores of a math test in a class are normally distributed with a mean of 82 and a standard deviation of 5. Robert earned a score of 87 on that test. Approximately what percent of the class earned a higher score on the test than Robert? Alright, so in the corner down here, I have copied this, and this is something that you should have memorized, but this is a normal distribution curve, and you can see that the middle part is about 68%, the next two lines are about 95%, and the next two out from that is roughly 99.7%, and then there's a few outliers, but all together equals 100% of your data. So let's look at what data we are given. Okay, so let's sketch our normal distribution curve here. And the mean goes in the middle. So we're going to put a mean of 82. And then it has a standard deviation of 5. All right, when you go to the left, you are going to subtract 5 each time. So this would be 77 and 72 and 67. And then 82 plus 5. And then plus 5 one more time. Alright, so this is the normal distribution curve for this test. Alright, and we just filled it out very similar to this data right here. Alright, so it says Robert earned a score of 87. Okay, 87 is right here. We know that this is 68%. We know that this is 95%. And we know this is approximately 99.7%. And then the outliers and everything else. So it says approximately what percent of the class earned a higher score than Robert did. So if he earned an 87, we need to know what part of the class earned a score greater than an 87. Alright, so with normal distribution, there's multiple ways to figure out how things work. So we know that this middle part is 68%, so that means this is 34 and this is 34. Alright. Because those are about equal. But we also know that this whole part here, if this is the mean, we know that this half of the graph accounts for 50% of the data. So we can just take the 50% plus this extra 34. So 50 plus 34, that equals 84%, and that's all below the 87. It says what percent of the class earned a higher score. So we want to know this side. So it's going to be 100% minus the 84, and that's going to be 16% of the class. So 16% of the class scored higher than Robert on this math test.